All right, welcome back, guys. It's the second session, and we're going to be doing 2 more problems today. We did number 1, we did number 2. Let's do number 3 and 4. These are actually fun problems that you guys can use in your own class. Even in college, it'll work. Many of our college students, first-year college students, will find these problems fairly challenging because they're more used to applying formulas. They will find it challenging, and some of them like these things because it's the first time sometimes somebody challenges them in geometry, and they tend to like it because challenge is fun. All right, this one. Volume and surface area. Okay, now let's leave a little bit of gap. Stop sharing, we're recording. Okay, we're in good shape. So guys, I'm gonna count the cubes. I don't have a very good way to do it. I don't have a systematic way of doing it. I will keep track of everything I do. I like to count the cubes first because that's the easier part. So I'll find the volume first. 1, 4, and I have 9 cubes. I'm counting the cubes, not the squares, and 16. Count it carefully. Your volume will be 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16, whatever that turns out to be, 29, I think 30. Now I'm really tempted to check, but I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. I'm going to assume my answer is correct. And of course, if my answer is wrong, I have to redo it. But so that's that. Let's try to find the surface area. Again, I will first count the ones I can see, then I'm going to carefully count the ones I cannot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Again, I'm finding the surface area. I'm counting the squares. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we got 36, but we're going to soon find out if I messed up, okay? All right. 36 sounds about right. Okay, carefully, we're going to count the bottom. And you have to go inside the cube in your head, and you're going to see 9 squares are in the bottom. I'm going to write it down. That's important. And this side and this side, you have to count it separately. You'll get 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this is 10. Now, guys, I think I messed up somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's correct. Oh, sorry, guys. Hey, this is where I messed up. This has to be 16, not 3. I don't know why I wrote 3. It has to be 16. Why? It's a 4 by 4 rectangle in the bottom. So now you're going to carefully add 10 plus 10 plus 16. And trust me, you're going to get 72 units squared. Done. You have your volume, you have your surface area. Once again, volume is the number of unit cubes, and surface area is the number of unit squares that are exposed. If you take this block, dip it in pink paint or green paint, whatever will be painted should be accounted for your surface area. I'm going to pause here just a little bit, and then we'll continue working on 2 other problems. And you really want to watch these videos and develop your own way of counting. I'm just showing you some examples. Do you have to count exactly the way I'm counting? Not really. And if you're counting these things differently, you have a short, funny, interesting way of doing it. Maybe not funny, maybe just interesting. You can always come to class and say, hey, I'm going to share my solution and we're going to record it. Moving on, guys. We're going to do this one and this one. Now, I picked these problems because they're a little difficult and they're a little different. Okay, so the volume for this one is very easy. Why? Because I can see literally all the cubes that are there. And that doesn't happen all the time. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cubes. I have 8 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cubes. So I have 8 here. I have 8 in the bottom. And I'm going to call it the neck. The neck has 4. So what's the volume? 8 plus 8 plus 4. 20. Okay. I don't think I messed up. You do have to understand these are holes and nothing is here. And you have to learn to see these things. I will use structures very similar to this on the exam. It won't be identical. So just so that you understand. Now I'm going to find the surface area of this solid very differently. And you have to bear with me. Okay, it's a completely new way of doing it. I'm going to clear all my drawing, superficial drawing. Anything I do by hand is superficial. Okay, now when you observe your 20 cubes, you will see, except for this one shows 3 faces, and this one shows 3 faces. All the other cubes, I'm going to give you 1 or 2 examples, like this one shows 4 faces, or 4 has 4 exposed faces. 2 I can see, 1 in the bottom, 1 here. Okay, let's take another one. What about this one? Yeah, this one has 4 exposed faces too. Top and front, you can see, and there's 1 in the bottom, 1 in the back. And investigate every single other cube other than the 2 that I marked 3 and 3. Let's do it nicely. Let's do it nicely. This one has 3 exposed faces, and this one has 3 exposed faces. Everything else has 4 exposed faces. I'm going to give you 1 example, only 1. How do we write it? Now, out of 20 cubes, there are 20 cubes there. 2 of them have 2 exposed faces. So I'm going to write, 2 of them have 3 exposed faces. 2 cubes, 3 faces per cube. That's why 2 times 3 plus 18 of them. 18 of them have 4 exposed faces. That's where 18 is coming from. And 4 coming from 4 exposed faces. And 2 times 3 is 6. 18 times 4 is 72, if I'm not mistaken. And that's 78 unit square. That's the answer. Now, another thing to note, guys, this and this, 18 and 2 is 20. Okay. Now, I know my answer. Well, I'm pretty confident about 78 because I vaguely remember, because I've done it in the past, but I'm going to go ahead and check it. Okay. The volume is 20. This was number 4. 27 units. So we got it right. Okay. We have one more problem to do today, number 5, and we're gonna wrap up with number 5. And I haven't assigned anything formally. Next class, which would be, I believe, next week. If today is Thursday, yes, next week, I'm gonna start the real packet. So I know this part that I'm doing today is a little bit of review for most of you. Okay, I know it's not for all of you. It's a little bit of review for most of you, and it doesn't bother me. So let's try this. How do we find the volume? Well, volume is very easy because it is a bunch of cubes, the hashtag symbol. I'm just going to count them. These are unit cubes. 1, 2. I'm counting the cubes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to write 16 here. Done. Okay. Surface area is trickier. I have to count the number of unit squares on the surface. I have to account for everything. Okay. So actually, I shouldn't have erased my square. Well, I should have. So now we are counting the squares on the surface very carefully. Okay. I'm going to do it like this. The front, I have 5 here, 5 here, right? And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 altogether. If you count all the squares that are facing you, you will get 5, 5, and 6. That's 16. And there's the same number in the back. So I'm going to write 16 plus 16. Again, why did I write it twice? There's the same number of squares in the back. Now, and here, this part is tough, guys. I have 4 inside. Okay. That's where this 4 is coming from. I'm going to list it here. Then I'm going to go around. And there's no royal road. I'm going to go around and carefully count all of these pink ones. Okay. As carefully as I can. Got it? That's my plan. You have to develop your own strategy. Now, the way I'm going to count it, guys, and I'm kind of showing you a little technique too. Let's do it nicely. Let's make this picture a little bigger. Again, I have accounted for the front and the center, and I am only left with this here, this. So I'm going to carefully count it. Now, there is a little trick I'm going to use. Well, yeah, the trick is it's a little hard to count the squares that you can't see here in this structure, but this line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I'm going to count it again. Now, I got 28. I'm going to write 28 here. I'm going to count it again just to make sure. Now, what am I counting like this? Well, this is what I'm counting, guys. Instead of putting a star here on the face, I'm counting the squares for sure, but I'm going to mark it like this. 1, 2. This one is for this one. This line is for this one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I feel confident. Okay. Again, 28 is top. All these squares have been counted. You really want to make sure you get this square, there's one here, there's one here, here, all these squares, 28. And the front is 16, back is 16, and 4 inside, you have to account for it. And of course, we're going to check our answer. This turns out to be 32. 16 plus 16 is 32. 32 plus 28, I think I'm getting 64. Now, of course, I'm going to check my answer, and if I messed up, I will just have to redo it. 16 and 64. Well, I'm glad I didn't. 16 and 64. So guys, that's the lecture for today. Okay. And you're going to try some of these problems from your packet. And where is the packet? I'm going to show you again. And the problems I did are some of the hardest ones, but you want to practice. And let me take you to your class. Let me take you to your class. So what did we do? We did, and what the document we worked on is from the notes folder. Okay, we defined the volume and surface area. Okay, and this packet has lots of problems. I think I did some of the hardest ones. And on the exam, I won't ask you to define anything, but I will give you problems similar to these. Okay, I did some of the hardest ones and the answers are all there and you want to practice. All right, and that's the lecture part for today. And what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this off. Well, before I turn it off, let me mention one more thing. A week from today is going to be your exam 3. I will be working on the study guide, but there's no rush. We will be meeting, all of next week. And on Thursday, we will have an exam. On Wednesday, I won't record any lectures. I will be around for you to ask me questions. A couple of you came last time. It'll be our review day. So we'll have 2 more full lectures. And where are we going next class? Well, the plan is to work on these problem sets, volume and surface area 1. And these, none of you have seen these. We're going to work on these. All right, now we're recording lectures. And if we can finish 2 more packets, including this one, we are good. All right, guys, thank you. I'll see you hopefully next class, and hopefully you're studying and watching the videos. Take care. Bye-bye. I will be available for the next 40 minutes or so to be, if you have any questions, stop by, but the lecture won't be recorded because it'll be office hour.